What's up guys, Coach Shane here with Development Prospects Baseball. Today we got a simple and easy drill that I think will help you guys out tremendously when it comes to staying inside the baseball. From all ages I see a level of difficulty when it comes to staying through the baseball, driving the baseball the other way. A common mistake that we see is rolling the baseball over. Today we're going to go over 3 simple drills that I think will help you guys out. We'll be able to stay through the ball by the end of this video, and you guys are going to see great results when it comes to being on the field and using this in the game. Let's jump right into it. So we're going to talk about drill number 1. Drill number 1 today is going to be using a smaller bat. It doesn't have to be you guys going out there and buying a smaller bat. It could be something you guys have from when you were younger, or if not, you can find a normal bat and all you have to do is choke up. So the point of this drill is we're going to try to stay through that ball and we're going to try to drive it the other way. What I mean by that is, as a lefty, I'm trying to drive this baseball over the shortstop to left field. What I want you guys to do on this drill is we're going to focus on setting the tee about a baseball off the plate. And what I mean by that is if I measure about a baseball off that plate, we're going to set that tee right outside of that. And what this drill is going to do is it's going to help us extend our hands even further through that baseball to make sure when it comes to our contact point that we're not getting to this baseball and rolling it over. So what we're going to do is we're going to get in a nice athletic position. I don't care where you guys are at. Go into your normal stance that you get into when you step inside the batter's box. And what we're going to try to focus on is when we land and we separate to get our hands going towards that baseball. Once we get to it, because we have a smaller bat, we have to really focus on extending through that baseball. So we don't have the choice of getting here and getting around it. You guys are going to feel if you do that, it's going to be an easy rollover every time. And again, the point of this drill is to help you stay through this baseball a little bit longer. So we're going to get in our stance, we're going to be in this position again, we're going to get to this baseball, and once we get to it, we're now extending our hands all the way back up the middle and then finishing. And like I've talked about in other videos, we have to make sure on this drill, once we're getting to that baseball, that we have posture. I want to make sure that we're not in this position. If we get to this position, especially with this smaller bat, you guys are going to notice you're going to start hitting it off the end of that barrel. So what it's going to look like in real speed is we're going to be here, extending through it, and driving it the other way. Now we're going to be jumping into the second drill. The second drill is what I like to call the Votto drill. And the reason I call it that is when I was with the Cincinnati Reds, every time I walked in the cage when it came to spring training, I always saw Votto. I always remember this, in cage number 1. And during the Reds, in a lot of spring training complexes, you got about 5 to 6 cages in a big indoor facility. And so when you walk in there, you know, you got big leaguer, big leaguer, big leaguer, and then you start working your way towards the end of these cages. Once you start getting to like the in-between, some big leaguers, minor league players that are on the fringe, and then you start working your way towards the bottom, which is a lot of the lower level minor league players. And so whenever I'd walk into the cage, it didn't matter what time it was. It could be 6 in the morning, it could be even later in the day. I always saw him starting with this drill. And what this drill does is it helps you stay inside that baseball and drive it back up the middle. So what we're going to do with this drill is we're going to put our tee about, I'd say about a foot off our net. And so if you're a righty, it's going to be the opposite for you. So you're going to set it on the other side of the cage. But again, I'm a lefty, so I'm going to be showing you from the left side. So again, this tee is going to be set about a foot away from the cage. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure this cage out. And I'm going to have this from my belly button until my bat touches the actual cage itself. And what we're trying to do again is we're trying to take our hands and we're trying to drive them right back up the middle. What you have to focus on this drill is trying to take your knob straight to this baseball, and once we get to it, we're now trying to extend all the way through that baseball and make sure our hands are going up. If we go to swing and our bat comes out, what's going to happen is you're going to hit that net, and it's going to show you that you're getting around that baseball. And like we talked about, the point of this drill is we're trying to work back up the middle the other way, so we stop rolling that baseball over. So again, we're going to be about from our belly button to where our bat touches the net. We're going to be focusing on staying through that baseball, getting to that baseball with our barrel, and now extending our hands all the way through that baseball. So now we're on to our third and final drill for this video. What this drill is we're going to be walking through this baseball by the time we get to that contact point. This is something that I find a lot of kids at the younger ages tend to like a lot more than a lot of the older kids, just because it makes it a little more fun. It's kind of doing something different when it comes to being inside the batter's box. So what we're going to do on this drill is we're going to have this baseball set up out front. If you guys go watch my contact video, I talk about having that baseball back in the corner of the plate. So on this video, it's going to be a little bit different, and it's the only reason I'm saying it's different is because where this baseball is located, it's actually out in front of that plate on the outside corner, okay? So what we're going to be doing in this baseball drill is we're going to be working through that baseball again. We're trying to drive that baseball through that back corner of the cage. So what it's going to look like in full time is we're going to be back here. We're going to separate our hands. We're going to get to this baseball, and once we get to that contact point, we're going to hit this baseball, and we're still going to be walking through that baseball. What I don't want, though, is when the time we get to that baseball, I don't want us to be here, because from here, the only thing I can do is over-rotate my wrist and come around it. And like we emphasize in this drill, the point of this drill is, or in this whole video, is to stay through this baseball and work the other way. So in full speed, we're going to be here. We're going to get to this baseball, we're going to be through it, and we're going to keep walking. Hope you got something out of this today. If you did, let us know in the comment section below. Don't forget to turn on that notification bar so you guys get notified anytime we put out more content. Please don't forget also to subscribe. If you guys did enjoy our video, hope you guys stay tuned for our next video.